All right, everyone. How's it going? It's your boy Timbo commentating once again. I took a break yesterday, but I'm back. And today we are going to be spectating the round of 32. We got my boy A4, the Julaids. This is like the classic World Cup and first of three, first of nine. The maps are Death, Flats, and GG2. And yeah, I'll be giving insights today on the commentating. We actually have today, which is really interesting, we have two GG2 mains playing each other. We have these two players are both, I would say, GG2 mains, or both very experienced on the map. AA1134 he's been playing forever. He's definitely got crazy gaps. So it would be very interesting if the classic if it got to 1-1, so we could see them play on game grounds at the end. But we'll see. We'll see where this match heads. I do feel like Dr. Samurai, or also known as A1134, has the upper hand because he's definitely a lot more experienced. He's a vet. He's been around for ages, so and he has that classic skill. But yeah, I'm just praying that this heads to the final round, the on game grounds. That'd be like really nice to see them play that map. I'd love to see them play it anyway, if possible. But yeah, I definitely think AA1134 has the upper hand and he's most likely to win. But maybe Julaids could cause an upset. We'll see. I don't have like a lot of experience with death, so like sorry if my commentating is like not in depth. I'm just praying some of the tournament rounds head to one on so I can get some good commentating going on my favorite map. But yeah, I think A1134 has the upper hand if he doesn't clip bomb. He has a lot of experience on this map. I would say he's one of the oldest players who still play till today. So he definitely knows the tech well. Uh, I'm not sure if he's lagging. I'm not sure, but yeah, he definitely knows the tech on this map too about like rebounding and stuff. It does look like he's lagging. I'm not sure. Not sure what's going on so far, but yeah, it seems like a very slow start, or he's lagging either or. Not necessarily. It's a good save from anyone before to stay alive here. Whoa, there we go. He's starting to cook now. He's starting to cook on the classic with the rebounds. But yeah, this is definitely not his first rodeo on the death map. He's definitely going to be doing like a lot of the death tech on against Julaids. He's definitely moving. He definitely seems like a lot more comfortable on the map than Julaids with rebounds. But so far Julaids is winning there. So is this I think, but I think for him to win this, he's really going to have to look after his heavy timing a lot, and somehow find a way how to score. I mean, it depends if AA1134 makes like a lot of mistakes, because he does have a high risk game style on, well, what it seems so far at least, and on game grounds I can definitely verify that. He does have a very flashy high risk style, so we'll see how that fares in the later rounds against stronger competition. Assuming that he gets past Julaids. If Julaids can hang tough, it'll be interesting. Yeah, I don't think doing that strategy, bouncing up and down, is going to fall someone like Nick. I don't think that's the strategy. There we go. He's starting to cook now. He's really starting to take control. It was 3-1 not too long ago. Now it's 5-3. So more the information. If you don't know, A134 is from Turkey. A134 is now in complete control. He's won the last like 6 points. But I do feel like this is an experience gap. To be honest, I don't feel like Jeff is playing horrible. If Jeff is also grenades. It's just I think that Dr. Samuel or AA1134 has just a lot more experience. He knows the tech, he knows the bounces, and he knows how to get around the map a lot more efficiently. But yeah, I would say this guy actually he's definitely in contention to be a threat for like all the top players in the tournament, because he is very experienced, and he does have a lot of there's a lot of plots to his even on his game grounds, like he's definitely got like a lot of good tech. So he does take the first stub on death. I think the second match is flats, if I'm not mistaken. So this would be just raw skill, raw kind of like really of heavy timing. See who wins. But I'll definitely say he's once again favored to win. I'd love to see BG2 if possible after this, even if A1134 wins the second round. Are you two okay with doing GG2 first instead? That would make it very interesting. It would definitely be oh, it would definitely be a lot more interesting if we were to do it. It's fine. Okay, so now we have two GG2 mains. We're going to be doing GG2 before the flats. So this is really going to be my time to shine, I guess. I can really analyze this better than the flats. Um, I would say based on A134's style, Jeff does have a chance because Jeff does play a lot. Like, he's quite safe in the map. A134 is definitely going to be doing a lot of gapping. He's going to be going for gap kills. His gap tech on the map is definitely one of the best. But we'll see. He also does have regular launches, so this is going to be a very interesting battle. Jeff, on the other hand, he's like not flashy, but he does have a very consistent gap, so he's able to stay alive. It's just going to be very dependent on whether his flats are going to if his flat skills are going to stay strong on this now, because A134 does have a stronger heavy timing. I'm very surprised that A134 didn't take the gap there, because a lot of the time what he actually does is he can gap follow you. He does know how to get kills on the map by gapping across to your side. We'll see in the later rounds if he does use it. So far, he's 2-0 up. I think your best bet if you were to play him on game grounds is to try and you have to have good launch blocks against him. And I don't think Jeff is very comfortable on the launch block. But yeah, his gap tech is definitely one of the he's definitely one of the top gappers without. I think Julaids needs to play a little safer. He is missing a lot of heavy. Some, something that I would do to improve his form for drops is if you can see if you're actually watching him, he's not dropping. He's not like jumping to the other side. He's like staying in the middle too much. When you want to drop, you want to lean onto the other side. So in case they come up, you can launch block them. You don't want to stay on the ground because then by the time you jump up for the launch block, they will already be like up in the sky. So you'll get there late. And as you can see, the last two launch blocks he's gone for, he's gotten to the launch blocks late. And this is like caused him to just get flung off the page. So we do need him to we do need to get to the get into the right position a lot more early if he wants to be more threatening on his drops. Wow, A1 with the clutch. That's I thought he was gonna die there. Yeah, he's very techy on the map. So he's definitely something to watch out for. I really think that if a lot of his games get to 1-0 and or if he's on this map, he's definitely one of the best players in the tour on this map. And I do feel like Jeff, even though he has like his gaps are very consistent. The problem with him is he doesn't have like a lot else apart from his consistent gaps. He needs to kind of branch out his game grounds game if he wants to reach the next level. He needs to like either get stronger flats. He needs to get stronger launch blocks, stronger drops. He just needs like more kind of like more variety to his game if he wants to be more threatening on the map. Yeah, A1134. He's got like a lot of gears, a lot of tricks. See, you can see he's gapping to the other side. There's just a lot of different parts to his game grounds game which make him a strong competitor. He needs to be there we go. See, that was a better drop, even though he didn't quite get the read. What he did was he was already preemptively jumping to the other side, which allowed him to be in like a bit better position to go for a drop. But yeah, he just needs to search for more drops. I think. See, yeah, see, he should have dropped on that. I'm not a big fan personally. I think if someone is like bouncing up, I really think you should be trying to drop instantly. You shouldn't be too like you really got to be taking those opportunities to go for kills. You don't want to let them up to the middle again. That's like you're just missing like free kill potential. And you should be like looking to always be dropping if they're bouncing up. You shouldn't be just giving them like free looks to like just get back up to the top. Oh, very nice gap from Julaids. He's learning that he has to gap there. I would have see he's too. I think he's too comfortable with standing in the middle of the map, and it's just not very threatening for A134 to 'cause he's just if he's not like jumping to the other side and getting in the right positions to launch block, then there isn't really much it's just too easy for him to get back up. Or when he does drop, it's just not going to be as effective. Like when I was learning how to launch block and like be more threatening for like the top players on game grounds, that was like the number one thing I learned with like launch blocks and drops. is you actually want to be hovering over the other side like that. See, that was good. I know he missed the gap, but he's already hovering over the other side just in case the launch, unless like unless sometimes like you can't help it if they like get like a really good angle on the launch. There's like a knot. Wow, that was a really nice gap. That's proving his gap skill. A1134's gap skill is just like amazing. Just amazing. But as I was saying, like I was like learning that I have to like preemptively be jumping over to the other side. And I have to be trying to like read when he's like gonna launch off the spinner. You have to like tell by their movement as well. That's why like drops on this map are like really crucial. Like if you can learn how to have good drops on this map, you're definitely gonna have a good advantage over like other players. Like if you look at all the top players on game grounds like Scream, Duck, Perpetuity, Endercron, they're all very confident in their drops. Like they don't and they have like they just have very comfortable like launch blocks as well. They know how to like launch block very consistently. Julaids is hanging in the game. He's definitely still in it to win it. It's going to be very dependent on him dropping there. I mean, he needs to have better drops. That was definitely a blunder. He definitely should have nailed that drop. That was a gimme, and he quite didn't quite get that for some reason. Yeah, his gaps Doctor Samurai's gaps are very. He has a lot of versatility on his gaps as well. I mean, he can gap defensively. He can go for gap kills. He can launch. He's a lot of there's like a lot of variety in gears in that. But I do feel like on the flip side, him having all this good tech is it can also kind of lead to his demise if he uses his tech too much. Then it can cause him to make a lot of unforced errors and give away some good points. Aim for a match point on game grounds. Yeah, I just feel like Julaids doesn't have the tech yet. I think it's still in the development stage. Like a lot of his blocks, his game grounds blocks, and his launch blocks, he doesn't quite have that tech yet to be more threatening. But I do feel like if he keeps playing and he keeps learning, he's definitely on the way. GG's from both sides. Dr. Samurai takes the dub. It was a good game. I think it's definitely a learning experience for Julaids because he doesn't have the experience that like a lot of the top players have, and he's definitely like one of the most improved on this map. But yeah, I'm really I'd say that was quite a good game, and good luck for A1134 in the next game. Let me check who he's playing though. I want to see who he's playing after he plays. I'll have to see, but yeah, I do feel like he's definitely someone to watch out for. He's definitely a dark horse in this classic tournament, particularly on the game grounds. I love to see how someone like Mirrors or Lord would go against him.